Hey guys, and welcome to Bush Life. And today I'm in a bit of a different spot, and I'll tell you why. If you remember last episode, I was supposed to be making a little nature hut. It didn't work out, if you saw the episode, as you know. Things went a little bit south, but in the end they were okay, so we're back. Now, this little spot behind me, I reckon is a nice little spot. The tent is quite far that way, so I reckon this is a good spot to start branching out on new directions and just building a few other smaller things. So, without further ado, I'll quickly show you the spot, and then I'll show you some stuff happening at the tent, and then probably this weekend we'll get stuck into building. So, let's take a look at the spot. Alright, this is the spot. This little bit under the leaves here. I reckon I can make something quite nice here. Yep, it's by another one of these big trees, just like the bush tent down there. You just see the blue. But I reckon I can make in here. I reckon I can do something nice in here. I reckon I can cook up something. Although the neighbor's fence is like right there. So we want to make it concealed. Make it real concealed, but I will have all week. It's Monday right now. I have all week to be brainstorming some stuff, because it's getting too dark in the afternoons now to make any progress on anything. So basically, I've got to wait till weekends. But yeah, it's also last month of autumn, heading into winter soon. And whoop, nearly tripped. Yeah, it's getting real cold out, so trying to stay warm best I can. The afternoons aren't exactly ideal filming times, but I'm trying to make the best with what I got, so it is what it is. Let's go check out the bush tent. For starters, the plant here is well and truly dead. Our other plant by the pond is also dead, and I was gone for a weekend and all the water's gone. Who stole my water? And why is one of the rocks in it? It should be there. Oh, I can already see all the trips have to go back and forth to fill that back up. And something ate the leaves off the plant again. Like, look at this. How did it get up here? What on earth went all the way up here to eat the leaves? I didn't know I was ready to do a nose reveal. But what? Who is eating my plant? This is my plant. Apparently we're doing nose reveals today. But why? Stop eating my plant. Whoever's eating my plant, just leave my plant alone. Sign has been done as well, but I couldn't get it to rub off because it's permanent marker, you see, so I just kind of wrote over it and totally didn't try scratching it off with a rock, which stuffed it a bit, and it's looking fine. I bet by the end of the year these signs will be completely faded anyway, so it's only about another 6 months. What could go wrong in that time? They're also starting to get mold on the top of them, so that's lovely. Perfect for me to breathe in, I'm sure. Plants, they're also doing quite great. I made a short on this, but my chili plant got it had ants living in it for some reason. I cracked the stem open. There's a giant hole in there. You can see it. And it goes right through it, I think. And there was ants living in it. I got rid of them. It's gone now. There's a massive nest underneath the tire, but glad I got to it when I did, because it could have killed off my plant. And I've had that plant for like 4 or 5 years. I don't want it to die. Not yet. I kind of want to keep it as alive as long as possible, but it's got some new shoots going. That one looks like it's starting to die off, but we've got a new one coming down there, so that's cool. That's cool. What is that? That looks feral. Yuck. Let's not spray it everywhere this time, eh? Yes, this is your father that tried to eat you when you were a youngster. Yeah, I know. He may as well get the milk at this point, eh? Yes, I know. Alright, so I brought the watering can down so I can water the plants. They need a little bit extra water, I say, so that's what we're going to do. Water them all up. I reckon I'll save the water bottles for the smaller plants because we need a bit more extra water for the other plants. And yeah, anyways, I'm going to water these plants up. I'm wearing quite a lot because it's getting real cold. A month to winter, we're starting to see frost everywhere. Doesn't snow where I live, but it gets pretty damn cold. So we're in the -4s this morning. My friend, he got -5, so makes school all the more fun. They don't make the uniforms warm at all. I hate it. Anyway, time to water stuff down here, go to sleep and do it all again tomorrow. Alright, I'm at the campsite. I've taken shelter in here because the bush conceals me. Because the next door neighbours' kids, they were onto me. They saw me coming down here, so I had to take cover. And they're the bad neighbours. They're the ones we don't want discovering us. They're interesting. I can't really walk today. I had to do over 100 squats in karate. And 2 days later, I'm still feeling it. So that's nice. What happened here? Where's all of this from? Is my rain thing, water flood thing still okay? Yeah, that's in there. Alright, well, easy to go through here now, it's all cleared out, but I'm going to slowly hobble my way to the bush tent and get to work on building. It's been a bit of a rough week, so if I'm a bit out of it this episode, you know why, but I'll do my best to hopefully create something half decent. Now, I am fully aware that, my legs. I'm fully aware that no one really watches my videos. Sure, they get views, but as far as I'm concerned, they don't watch more than a minute in. But that doesn't stop the fact that in the future I might get popular and someone will watch this series, and I still want to make good videos for people to watch in the future. Even if it's past this series ending, I still want the videos to be of good quality. So I'm still trying my best anyway. If the series doesn't get popular now, sooner or later I reckon it will. So, doing my best to still create something good. Alright, I'm here. Very uneven ground, so the tripod's hard to set up, but I'm just looking around this little area and seeing what I can do here with what I've got. A lot of overgrowth with the vines here, so potentially here, or we could try do something that way. I reckon I'm just looking around because this branch here, you can see it's a little bit meh, but we'll see what we can work with. But I'm thinking that because we've got a branch here and we've got this one here. If this one can hold up, theoretically we should be able to find some branches and put them across the two, and we can set all these vines hopefully over the top. That's the plan, but things can go wrong, so we will see what we can do. Alright, it's relatively flat around here, so I'm thinking I can clear out a bit of the stuff in there and we can have a nice flat space, and there's a nice little like kind of flat area. We can walk up here and over time it should just form a path. So, what have we got here? Looks like this is an old fence post covered in vines. Right, time to get clearing. I've got a decent area taken out. I was a little bit worried there's snakes under the logs, but I reckon we're pretty decent. I'm just keeping an eye out. Just trying to flatten the ground a bit. There's a bit of thorn plants in here as well. Ah, yep, definitely spiky. So we're just gonna get that out of the way. Alright. Oh, alright, yep, dripping all over. Yeah, so this will take some wearing down, but that just happens over time. But at the same time, it doesn't matter because I do want to keep this a little naturey spot. So if it looks overgrown, then I guess it just blends in, which is what I want. It's starting to get a bit smoky down here. Seems one of the neighbours might be having a fire. But now it's time to go look around for some sticks. I think I see a few good ones I can chuck over there. So it's time to go take a look. Also, just saying, if you guys are enjoying the content, there is a big fat red button just below the video. Hopefully, I guess it depends on the year you're watching this, they could remove it, who knows. But if you click that big fat red button, you will subscribe to my channel, and that would be dearly appreciated. This looks like a bit of a stick graveyard, so I should be able to find something around here. Way too wedged in. Way too breakable. But we gotta find something that's just right, which I'm sure we can do. There's gotta be something around here. Too big, we ain't taking that. Oh, what's this? What we got here? Look at this one. Oh, here we go, here we go. If I can get this out. Come on. Ugh. Come on. There we go. Alright. I reckon we could split this into two. So I'm going to take this back and see what I can do with it. Oh, sweet. I reckon this would be a nice spot to do a sunset time lapse in the future. Now, my thought process at the moment is if I can snap this into two halves, I can put one half on each side and then cover the vines over it to form a sort of natural roof. So I'm going to try snapping it. The big boy. I reckon it should be relatively easy. We just get this just right, and with my very sore legs, there we go. One half, two half. Let's see how this goes. Alright, here we go. Oh, that one might be a bit short actually. Let's try the big boy. Yeah, this will work. Is this one gonna fit? Ah, too short. But I may see something just down there that I pulled out that I can use. Maybe. Nah, too bendy. Need something just right. Looking around, I ain't seeing anything, so I'll go take a look-see back over that way. Whoa! Whoa! Just tripping that fence post. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, there we go. Now, you just got to divert the vine over without wrecking them. They're all tangled, of course. So many spiked plants. I'm trying to think of what I can do, but it's difficult because none of these plants quite meet the lengths that I need. Oh, hang on. Well, I can get some around like this, but it's not enough to go the full length here. So unless it grows over all of that, I guess, because we've got this part covered and that part covered, I guess. So maybe it'll grow over. I am not too sure. I'm trying my best, but that's beautiful. But yeah, don't know. It might just be have to be a little thing. Oh, my legs were just waited out, but yeah, this is a nice little cozy hideaway, I guess. Or, actually, what I could try is getting a stick along these two and trying to get it to run across that. Now that's big brain thinking. Maybe I can use one of the ones down here. Let's try this one. Looks like it'll fit. Yep. Sure does. So, theoretically, if I can get some vine growth going around this plant. This big fern is in the way. Theoretically though, if I can get one vine growing along here, it might grow over time. That's too spiky. What's a vine I can use? Try the other side. Zero budget bushcraft is the best kind of bushcraft. Unless you're trying to get views, and it's not. Right. Let's see. What can I do? Because we've got this one here, actually, that I had before. Oh, snapped it. Oh, of course I did. Why wouldn't I? I can break this off from this without killing it, preferably. Come on. Alright, there we go, there we go. That's not free, hold on. We've got one little guy holding on. Alright, there we go. Oh, that's a big vine plant growing down there. He's been growing for some time. But we can get that around here like that. Maybe it'll grow back that way. Oops. Yep, put it onto that plant. It might grow over now. Look, we've got this big one here. Oh, there we go. Get that over there. No. Alright, just reach over there. Stay there. Stay. Good enough. And I'll go around and hitch that up on the other side. Oh, spikes. They're everywhere. Alright. Frickles. That hurts. Darn. Come on, give me a piece that isn't covered in spikes. Come on. Alright. It's back. It's around. Fiddly ones these bits are. Right. Okay. Let's get this around like that. And try cover that into here. There we go. I'm hoping... Oh, no, that ain't going to stay. Ouch. Okay, I'm hoping that stays like that and it grows along over there. So, I'm going to leave this here, this little frame, And I'm going to check back here in like a year or so and see if it's all grown over. Let's hope it does. But now let's head back to the bush tent. Anyone curious about the SpongeBob thing in the holy brick? It's still here, and surprisingly not mouldy. That's honestly quite impressive. Oh, legs. Now, I must say, this is growing real well. I will say that. I like how it's going down here. Look at all that. This is the wildflowers. And also, I have some concerns about my chili plant. You can see it's starting to lose colour on its shoots. And I don't like that fact because, as I said, there was ants all growing in it. Not growing, living in it. And there was a whole ant nest under there, so I do not like that at all. I've had this plant for like 5 years. Don't want to lose it. Now, where's my catmint? I'll update you on that. It's looking good. Growing a bit slower than the rest, but overall okay. Our plant over here that keeps getting eaten has got, you probably saw it earlier in the video, a little shoot coming through. It won't focus, but it's growing still. Growing well. Hopefully next autumn it's ready to give me some lovely yellow flowers, because everything else I tried died. And as for the pond, I really don't know where all the water went. It just disappeared overnight, and I don't know why. Kangaroo maybe, but it was like completely filled. So surely not, right? I don't know. But something came through here and broke this, so I don't know if it's still alive. There's still some green. You guys can't really see it, but I don't know. Let's just see what time beholds for us. Today wasn't the most productive episode that it could have been, but check back there in like a year or so and we'll see how the progress went. And next episode I've got a few little plans. So you'll have to check out, wait and see for what I've got planned there. But as for this episode, I'm pretty much done here. I've got a few cuts on my hand, which is all fine and dandy. I'm going to have to enjoy a lovely warm shower of burning pain in my hand soon. But yeah, I reckon today might not have been the most productive, but we got to go spend about an hour down in nature doing some building, if you can call it building. And well, honestly, what more can you ask for? So that was fun, I enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed.